Welcome to Broken News. Just leave Farage alone. That's the call from a senior group of newspaper editors and political journalists who coincidentally have ties to right-wing organisations which we are going to say aren't relevant to the story. An open letter says the media should be a bit more charitable when it comes to the leader of Reform UK. Our reporter Carlll Gusset is here with more. And Carl, it does seem incredibly unfair on Mr Farage. Why would anyone begrudge him making a living?
That's our top line, is it? That he's been treated unfairly by the media.
That's the line we've been told to take by our owners, yes.
Right, well, clearly the controversy surrounds the Trump bum-tonguer-in-chief who, just prior to running for MP at large of Clacton, received £5 million actual pounds.
The personal gift from a dear friend.
Yes, if you like, yeah. A friend with a vested interest in Farage being in power, of course.
Well, maybe, but the two things are unrelated.
Are they? How do you know?
Well, because Mr Farage said it.
So, if you, for example, were given £5 million by a mate, then you ran for MP and got into power, and then your mate asked you for a favour, you would
I'd tell them to fuck off, actually, yes. I would tell them to follow the well-established rules around political lobbying. I just think you're jumping to conclusions. You know, in politics, there can be smoke without fire. But anyway, you know, all of this is a sideshow.
A distraction.
Well, yes, exactly.
From what? The massive political influence of unelected tech bros? Palantir being handed all of our health data on a plate by our government. The Epstein thing for which not one man has been prosecuted.
No. It's to stop us focusing on the real issue of whether Zach Polanski paid any council tax ages ago or whether Angela Rayner cheated HMRC.
Well, she's been cleared of that.
A likely story. There's no smoke without fire in politics.
But you just said
Look, all this negativity about Nigel Farage is just wrong. He is just an everyday guy, like you and me. He likes a pint, for God's sake. He smokes fags. He sucks off dogs.
What?
He's an everyday guy. One of us.
Everyday guys don't get bunged £5 million from their mates to buy £1 million house with actual cash.
He needed that money for his security, actually. You know, have you ever had a cup of milkshake?
Oh, the world's softest material.
But thrown at you? He needed that money. Besides, when he was given the money, he hadn't decided whether to become an MP.
So, OK, then by that logic, any politician could pretend they aren't going to stand for election, get a multi-million-pound gift, and then change their mind.
Yes. No. Whichever answer supports Mr Farage.
Right, so you'd be fine if in the run-up to election, someone gave, say, Jeremy Corbyn £5 million.
Well, he wouldn't be much of a socialist if he accepted it, would he? And we can't allow politicians to be bought and paid for.
Yeah, like £5 million.
No, like when Keir Starmer got a suit or some glasses or whatever it was. Look, the point is, Reform UK as a political party...
They're a private company.
As a private company, they have a plan to make Britain great again. You know, booga. Overthrow the establishment.
Consist of mainly old Tory MPs. They literally are the establishment.
No. Look, the thing is, the other parties, they would destroy Britain to death. You know, there'd be nothing left, just purple-haired lesbian trans guys between mainland Europe and Greenland.
That seems a bit dramatic and alarmist. Why would, for example, the Greens want to destroy the country?
Well, they have all these policies, but where is the money coming from?
Wealth tax and carbon tax mainly, I think.
Exactly. Where is the money coming from?
Well, OK, fine. Well, what are reforms policies?
Easy. Send the brown people back. Cut everybody's tax. The brown people...
You've done the brown people.
Right. Cut everybody's tax.
Right, OK. So, and how are they paying for that?
Well, they don't have to say yet, do they?
Right. Well, that's all very clear then, isn't it? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a lovely story. That's all from Broken News. You're up to date.